Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill. Today on Suncoast FYI, we talk to owner Blake Zinn and entertainment director Willie Miller of Porky's Roadhouse in Port Charlotte, artistic director and founder Nate Jacobs, and executive director Julie Leach of the Westcoast Black Theater Troupe, and CEO Brynne Besio of the South Florida Museum and Bishop Planetarium. All next on Suncoast FYI. Our first guests in the studio this week are Blake Zinn, the owner of Porky's Roadhouse, and their entertainment director, Willie Miller.
Hi, Nancy. How are you? Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm okay so far.
So far?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So we want to hear about Porky's Roadhouse. And how long have you been in business?
18 years.
18 years.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
where are you located?
We're at 4300 Kings Highway, Port Charlotte, Florida, in the Schoolhouse Square Shopping Center.
You are a classic Roadhouse.
Yes.
Okay, maybe a little bit upgraded. We were talking
yes,
about that from the
more
the
of
upscale
a upscale
Roadhouse.
version of Roadhouse.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
What types of things do you offer there?
Well, we have a full menu. We specialize in barbecue and a full entertainment lineup, and I'll let Willie elaborate on that.
All right, like live entertainment
Yeah,
every night of the week, or?
Well, actually, like every Tuesday night, we have the Pro Jam with Willie Miller and friends.
You're not in that, right?
Well, not. Well, the house band, because we start out, we do about an hour and 15 minutes set. The house band does. I tell people we do everything from Al Green to Marvin Gaye to Earth, Wind and Fire. We have a really, really good house band. And, we do about an hour. The house band warms up the crowd. And then, I have a lot of friends that are pro musicians that will get up and they'll jump up on stage and play with us. And then, Thursday nights, we have our live concert series, to where we feature national acts from all over, the world. Everything from blues to classic rocks. We do some tribute shows. Then Saturdays, it's all other night, for live entertainment. So those are our true entertainment nights. And then Wednesday night, we have world-class karaoke. And when I say world-class, I'm not kidding you.
You don't let everybody up there.
Well, but some of the vocalists, as a matter of fact, one of the vocalists, we just did the Talent Quest. And actually, the gentleman, Michael White, he won the competition for the state, and then, he gets to, I guess...
It's going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas
Oh,
to
my
compete.
goodness.
And this guy is like, oh my God, his vocal ability
really
is
good.
phenomenal.
Okay.
But see, we have all of that right here, right there in Charlotte County.
And that's what we were saying. People want to get out of town sometimes. And Port Charlotte's not that far down the road.
No, it's not, because we just did the tribute to Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, and we had people from Bradenton, Sarasota, Naples, all over. And then, we had the Ben Allen show. He's a kind of like a Nashville-rated country artist, phenomenal. We had a great turnout this past Friday, and again, we had people from Naples, from Bradenton, from Venice, from Nokomis, because country is one of the things that's really missing. You can go anywhere at any time to see classic rock or rock bands, because, rock kind of dominates the area.
Right.
But, to see a phenomenal country band, it's hard to go out, and find that.
Right. Now, Blake, what's the capacity that you can hold?
320.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how
It's a
about,
large space.
is there a cover charge to see the music?
Depends on the event.
Yeah.
Some
Okay.
events are no charge. When we get to the upper caliber artists, we do charge a ticket price to come in.
Okay, but
usually the ticket price pre-show $5, $10.
Yeah.
Day of show $10, $15.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they can find that on your website. I know that's
Right.
Yes.
that's
Yes.
someplace that
All
you're
the
gonna
tickets can be purchased online.
Online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those that not really computer savvy, they'll actually just
They can
kind of
call.
go to the
Right.
restaurant, or they can call in with their credit card over the phone.
Sure.
Now you've added, and we're going to hear from Willie, but you've added a nightclub. What's the name of your new nightclub?
Azul Blue. I built it in the space right next door to Porky's. It's an upscale, kind of a Miami type feel. Lots of LED lighting.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're launching some new things coming up real quick to kind of push that for that demographic to come out and enjoy that space.
Okay. So it's open though?
It's currently open,
now?
correct.
Okay. All right. And what kind of entertainment will we be seeing there, Willie?
Well, Thursday nights is going to be, our smooth jazz nights. And Saturday nights is our ladies' nights, but when I get offers for some of the famed artists that are coming through the area, and we can work it out and work deals out and stuff, we'll be bringing that kind of stuff in too.
It's ladies' night. Let's go back to what's
Well,
ladies'
every
night.
Saturday night, every Saturday night is ladies' night. In Charlotte County, there's no upscale nightclubs, and basically what we have done is we've created an atmosphere. So, if the ladies want to get dressed up in their, after 5 outfits,
Right.
just dressed to the T, they don't have to drive way to Sarasota.
Yeah.
Nothing against Sarasota, but,
no.
we
Yeah.
just try to offer something, for folks to stay closer to home. And Azul Blue is that club. It is definitely like going to South Beach and going to one of those nightclubs. It's very upscale. We have premium DJs, that's spinning everything from hip hop to old school R&B, classic
little bit of
Motown, just a little bit
everything
of
for
everything, It's a little bit of everything.
Let's get these folks
I
out.
want to say this, every Wednesday night is Motown Wednesday.
Okay.
And we actually have 2 of the different artists from the Platters. And actually, the former First Lady of the Platters, Rocio Whitaker, she does some of our Wednesday nights. And then also, Lonzo Bartlett, which also, he is currently still with the Platters. So when he's not on the road and touring and stuff, he's with us on Wednesday night.
We're going to get out there and see you.
Yes, please do.
Okay. And thank you both for being here, and best of luck with your new nightclub, Blake.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, we welcome back the Westcoast Black Theater Troupe to talk about their upcoming 2017-2018 season. So please stay with us. Our next guests are founder and artistic director Nate Jacobs and executive director Julie Leach, joining us from the Westcoast Black Theater Troupe.
Great to meet you as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Let's start with your current production, Broadway in Black. I know you produced it.
It's a new show.
Yeah.
I created for our summer season.
Okay.
Broadway in Black. It celebrates the history of African Americans to Broadway. It actually features probably excerpts from almost 10 Broadway shows, Dreamgirls, Ragtime, Eubie, Sophisticated Ladies, which is the Duke Ellington musical, Five Guys Named Mo, which is the jazz artist Louis Jordan's musical, Ain't Misbehavin', which is Fats Waller's musical, The Color Purple, and on and on and on. And people are just raving about this show. It is compact with some of the most dynamic talent, local, and we have a few guest artists in to work with us this summer. But I am just very pleased with the reception of this review. It's mostly music and dance, and then there are tidbits of history that travel throughout the show, throughout the evening.
It's incredible dancing in it, just incredible.
Oh, yes.
dancing, yeah.
Yes.
Donald Friesen is choreographer.
I mean, the energy that I saw in it was just amazing. I watched the video that you have, the clip that you have on your website, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. We always try to keep it fun, full of vitality during the summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep our energy up.
That's right.
Now, you also have something exciting going on, a summer camp called Stage of Discovery.
Yeah. Of which is full of some of the most talented kids in the community. I'm just so impressed with the talent and the interest. It's a musical theater intensive program that we run. And so all of the students have to audition, and they are selected from the audition to participate in the 4-week program. And they learn acting, singing, dance, and just overall knowledge and, what can I say, attributes of the arts in general. And at the end of the program, they do a public presentation, a show. And this year we're doing Folktale Follies, taken from authentic folk tales. They are hilarious because he's
Oh gosh. I bet.
yeah, very, very funny. But they always have this phenomenal moral at the end. One talks about community, how we have to work together, and the other one talk about understanding each other's differences. And these kids are doing an incredible job with them. I have original music for both of them, and it's going to be an incredible time. On July 16th, we present the public presentation. And we use every kid that's in the program. Somebody is doing something on stage. So they're having a ball, we're having a ball. This is the second year. It's called Stage of Discovery.
Yep.
And I started that with the name because, you know, Nate Jacobs discovered Nate Jacobs within the walls of the theater. And so the stage of discovery is where these kids are learning self-confidence and finding their artistic talents as well while they're
And what
learning.
is the age range, Nate?
13 to 18.
Yeah.
13 to 18. Okay, and how many students are participating?
We have about
23
23 students
year,
this summer.
23, yeah.
13 to 18 teenagers. You know, it's hard to keep teenagers interested, but these kids are just extremely passionate. So I'm very
That's what
happy
it
to be
takes,
working with them.
Right. And now I understand, Julie, that you have something called Heart and Soul coming
Yeah,
up.
so
It's
that's
a
our
fundraiser.
capital
Yeah.
campaign. It's been going on,
Yes.
let's see, we launched publicly last November, and we've raised $4 million as of this week towards our $6 million goal.
I love
So
it.
that's very exciting. And we're phasing it. So the phase one is our education and outreach building, which will be home to things like Stage of Discovery.
And that's
and
the
our-
building right next door, that beautiful.
It is. It's the
Bins
historic
building.
Bins building. It's been
beautiful
around
building.
since 1926, and we're keeping the exterior fairly much like it is, and renovating
That's great.
interior there to be education program on the first floor with 3 classrooms and an entertainment space. Our offices are move on to that campus from downtown, so we'll be all together on one campus, which is a hardship right now. We're not. We rent space downtown for our offices. And then we have a big entertaining space on the roof too. It's a flat roof and will be really nice. We have
All
a
right.
courtyard between the 2 buildings.
Okay.
And all, yeah.
Now, there's something very special that you've been invited to.
Oh yeah, the National Black Theater Festival. It's the powwow of professional black theater across the country and actually worldwide because there are international companies that come in. It draws over 60 or 70,000 people. Winston-Salem, North Carolina is the home. It's a biannual event. I was fortunate enough to meet the founder, Larry Leon Hamlin, who was a mentor of mine before he passed away. But the festival is still continuing. We have been invited, and we'll be performing an original musical called How I Got Over. And it's a gospel music review that talk about how gospel music played such an intricate part, especially in the culture and life and experience of the African American. And it includes probably over 30 gospel songs.
Wow.
And it
Lots.
blew the patrons away summer ago. They were presented
Last summer.
here.
It was last summer's show at the
Okay.
theater.
Okay.
yeah.
Now, speaking about last summer, you have a lot coming up for 2017, 2018. Just give us the bullet points because we're about out of
So
time.
for our next season shows, right now you can still get season subscriptions, and
Okay.
single tickets will go on sale in August. We're starting with In the Heights, which is Lin-Manuel Miranda's first musical
Right.
that he wrote, Tony-winning song in that show. And then we have Motown
Christmas
Christmas, which
Yeah,
is a
which is
Christmas
what
show we're
Nate
bringing
did,
back
right?
that people just loved. We have The Mountaintop, which is about Dr. Martin Luther King, a play. And then Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill with Melba Moore, who's coming to star in that
Wonderful.
show. So-
Okay. Well, thank you again both for being here.
you.
And
Thank you.
look forward to seeing you very soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Coming up next on Suncoast FYI, we talk to the CEO of the South Florida Museum and Bishop Planetarium, so please stay tuned. Our next guest joining us in the studio is Brynne Besio, the CEO of South Florida Museum and Bishop Planetarium. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
There's a lot of exciting things to talk about. I know you've got some big events coming up this month.
July's a big month for us here.
Yes.
You know, Snooty,
Yes.
our manatee, he's a captive born, And Guinness Book of World Records, oldest manatee in captivity, will be 69 on July 21st.
So you're having a big birthday party.
Big party, community party. And so we have, the museum's open all day, 10 to 8, or sorry, 10 to 5, but we're half price. And then outside, we have a big community party that is free to the community from 10 to 2. We have great outdoor activities, including Moat Marine's a partner, Conservation Foundation of the Gold Coast, Sea to Shore Alliance, and so everybody brings activities for the kids. And then everybody gets to sing Happy Birthday to Snooty at noon. So whether you're inside or outside, you'll get the opportunity to talk to Snooty and tell him how much you appreciate how old he is.
Okay, will he be on the big screen then for folks that aren't inside?
No, we have an underwater viewing area, so people can come see him if they don't go in the museum, in the underwater viewing area, and inside they can see him from the theater that's within the aquarium.
Okay, now you said you've had him since he was...
Since he was just about one. So the museum has started out on the pier where Pier 22 restaurant is, and Snooty lived in a small tank there, and then 51 years ago moved to where we are today, and he now has a 60,000 gallon tank and shares his tank with manatees that are in rehabilitation. There's 3 other animals in the tank with him right now, Randall, Gale, and Baca. And Baca's the small one at just under 400 pounds.
Oh my gosh. And they all get along, I'm sure.
Oh,
they
all
wouldn't
get
be together.
along. They all eat lettuce. They all try to steal Snooty's lettuce. So, but they share nicely together.
Yes. And I know you've rehabilitated many, many manatees. And thank you for doing
33 altogether since 1998. So Snooty shares well.
Okay. All right. Now he's also in the Guinness Book of World Record.
He is oldest manatee in captivity.
Okay.
So, you know, at 69, he's setting records every day. In the wild, the animals don't live into their teens, and that's due to boat strike, it's due to cold stress, and so he really has a strong message that if we take care of our environment and our animals, that they can live a long time.
Yes, they can.
And that's a big message.
Yeah, yeah. So what are some of the things that you would like our community to know about you, and how can we help you? And
well, we have something new going on all the time. So we have manatees that are fun to see in the aquarium. We have an amazing digital planetarium. So we can fly you through the universe in a 3-dimensional map and get you back before lunch. or before dinner.
Okay. Not that anybody wants to come back.
Not that anybody wants to come back. It's a great experience where you actually can see, we can land you on Mars or the moon, but we can take you to the reaches of the universe, and it's a real map. We have planetarium shows also, live presentations, as well as shows that maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson narrates or Whoopi Goldberg, so those are fun. It's a theater, so we also do programming in there in the evenings and for families, Think and Drinks and Stiliferous, which is our Evening Star program, but live presentations during the day. So the planetarium's a great theater. The main museum has our natural history exhibitions, but we also change exhibitions. And right now, the Pirates have sponsored a sportsology exhibit where you can learn, I bet you want to know how fast you can throw, because we can test that out, or how long you can hang. And so we talk about the physiology.
Like hang?
So, you know, what does it take to actually hang?
Wow.
So we teach about the physiology of sports. So that's been a great partnership there.
Oh, I bet the kids love that.
So we change exhibitions. In the fall, we'll have a the Best of National Geographic exhibition this fall. Okay. So something for everybody.
And can you give us a little hint of what that is, or is that
the pictures?
still
I
secret?
haven't seen them yet. But National Geographic, some of the classics that you have seen on their covers will be in this exhibition, with the story behind them, talking about how they were taken and why, and so that will be very informative, I think, for many of us. That was a favorite magazine for a lot of us for many years, so we're happy to have that exhibition. And then we run summer camp, and then we also but we're open every day, so something for people to do every day.
Okay, so what are the summer camps like?
Summer camps, we run them all day long, and the kids get to eat lunch with Snooty and learn science, some aspect of science, whether it's about dinosaurs, a topic for the week, or it's a science topic like forensics. We do something different every week, so the kids get a good experience. And then we are a destination, not only for field trips for schools, but also for summer camps as well.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, I think people don't realize that we're really an education focus. We're integrated into the community. We're hosting, with the school district, a VPK program, which is a Title I group from Ballard Elementary. We had them in-house all last year, and they're helping us test our curriculum for building our early learning unit. Our complex we're building this fall. We're going to break ground on a new classrooms and exhibition for our earliest 2-year-old learners.
Oh, wow.
2 to grade we call them, because I think at any age you can be an early learner in science. But that's a great partnership with our other early learning partners in the community, such as the Early Learning Coalition and the school district. And then also we have internships for kids, and we serve
That's great.
over 10,000 students a year in field trip programs from 10 counties. So we are not just Manatee County, we serve 10 counties worth of school. Lots from Sarasota, Hillsborough, Pinellas, as well as Manatee. So
Great.
an important resource.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing that I noticed, you can see Snooty live every day if you want to go on the webcam.
Yes.
So that's something if you want to get a sneak peek at them if you can't get over
We
there
have a
watching them.
camera in the corner of the tank, so you can watch them swimming, and you can see Snooty as he's perched up and as they're doing a presentation. But it is a great view of the manatees.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you, and happy birthday to Snooty in
Yes,
advance.
we all wish happy birthday. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Suncoast FYI. We will return after a short break. The 9th annual Sarasota Improv Festival is taking place now through July 15th at the Florida Studio Theater. Make sure you check out the world premiere of Broadway in Black playing at the Westcoast Black Theater through July 23rd. And it's time again for Vintiquity Lane Vintage Market, which takes place the 3rd weekend of each month, so don't miss it this weekend. If you're looking for something good to do on Saturday, there will be a tram tour at the Oscar Shear State Park starting at 10 a.m. This is the last weekend for Splashin' Saturdays at Selby Botanical Gardens. Visit selby.org to find out more. If you're in need of a sweet excuse to indulge in ice cream this weekend, take advantage because it's National Ice Cream Day on Sunday, July 16th. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call us at 941-361-4639, and to view previous episodes, go to snntv.com under programming. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.